Hey, what's up? This is Coach Will Fitness, and I'm coming at you with your level 1 TGU, Turkish Get Up. Now, this is often broken up into 6 separate steps. I like to break it up into 3 different movements, all right, from our level 1 to level 2 to level 3. This is covering just the first level. It's the most complicated movement I've come across, as complicated as many of those Olympic lifts out there. So what you're going to do is, if you've never used a kettlebell with a Turkish Get Up, or you've never done a Turkish Get Up, you're going to start with your lighter weight. You're going to be using those pink dumbbells, or what I actually like to do is I like to take off my shoe and just hold on to that. Why? Because the Turkish Get Up is phenomenal for building up lots of good shoulder dynamic, shoulder stability. And so you're going to need a lot of that proprioceptive neuromuscular feedback, all right? What's going on within that shoulder while we're going through the movement, all right? So to start this all off, it's very complicated to get started in. So I'm partially in that setup right now. I'm going to hold the kettlebell with my left arm, or the shoe, or the pink dumbbell, whatever it's going to be. My same side working leg is going to be bent at about a 45 or 90 degree angle with the foot flat on the ground, knees pointing up towards that ceiling. My extended leg, my other leg that is not doing the work on that working side, is going to be extended from the body, or abducted from the body at about 30 degrees, only about that much, all right? From here, I'm going to be laying down on the ground like so, and my working arm is going to be fully extended. My non-working side arm is going to be extended from the body, or abducted from the body about 45 degrees, or about that much, 30, 45. All right, so this is going to be our starting position. If you've never gotten into this position with a kettlebell, we're going to get you all set up with that there. What's going to happen is I'm going to roll over, and I'm going to hold this kettlebell deep in my palm, not on the knuckles, not on the calluses, well below the lifeline, and have a death grip on top of that kettlebell. So I'm going to roll it over in a fetal position, grab onto it, boom, get set up into how I'm going to start. From here, my knuckles on my working hand is going to be packed, or knuckles on top of my wrist, not hyperextended. Keep it tight like you're punching someone. From here, I'm going to punch the sky, and boom, I'm set up in this position. All right, at this point, 2 things are going to happen. For my level 1, my eyesight is not going to leave the kettlebell. If my eyesight leaves that kettlebell, the kettlebell's coming down like the Berlin Wall. All right. The other thing that's going to happen is the elbow is going to stay on lockdown. My elbow is no longer bending from this point. One other thing, I guess there's a third one, I'm going to pull or pack my shoulder, which just means I'm using my lats on my working side, pull it down and back. I'm never going to shrug my shoulders up. All right? So from this position, we're going to initiate your Turkish Get Up. What's going to happen is I'm not going to sit up. I'm going to roll and slightly sit up onto my elbow, again watching that extended arm, or the working arm, onto my elbow, push through that palm, and from this position, that's your first step. Keep it locked down. My non-working side arm, or in this case my right arm, is also pulling down. I'm not going to shrug it up. I'm going to keep it down and packed. From here, we're going into hip bridge. Now, if you think you've got a hip bridge, what's going to happen is I want you to bridge more. I want you to squeeze your butt like, hey, don't touch that. All right, keep it up nice and high. This is going to be the second step. You're going to thread the needle, which just means the non-working leg, we're going to put it underneath the working side leg from this position. And here I'm in a pseudo kettlebell windmill position. Again, watching that kettlebell, and I'm going to bring it slide into a lunge, and my non-working side leg is going to rotate. All right, so that non-working side leg was pointing towards the wall behind me, sweeping it in here. I am now in my sagittal position. This side butt is firing to make sure that I'm keeping that form, watching that kettlebell, make sure no Berlin's Wall comes down. That was interesting. From here, I'm going to reverse the movement. Catch my side, out here, fully extending both arms, and the leg sweeps. That happens all at one time. Thread the needle back through, hips are up, and sink it quick. Again, keeping it nice and tight. Down is my elbow, and then roll it back out into that low position. Again, watching that kettlebell. This is your Turkish Get Up. It is very complicated. It is very tough. It is a wonderful movement. It takes a lot stability, so it's quite advanced. This is Coach with Lift Fitness coming with your level 1 of the Turkish Get Up on how you can get the abs that you want, build that stability that you need, prevent that back pain that you have, work on those shoulders, rehab those shoulders, prehab those shoulders. This is single-handedly, while the most complicated, one of the best movements, one of them that I really enjoy when my clients get up to speed and are ready for an advanced movement like this. Love it because of the shoulder work, the core work, and moving into the different progressions. Coach with Lift Fitness, BlueSpringsPersonalTraining.com. This is what we do. Check it out, Transformation Center in Blue Springs. Boom.